In this video, I'll be showing you the cool features of the new Azure HDInsight Tools for VSCode. It provides users best-in-class authoring experiences for Hive, LLAP, Hive Batch, and PySpark. Azure HDInsight Tools for VSCode is a cross-platform, lightweight, keyboard-focused code editor which removes constraints and dependencies on a platform. Users can run the tool smoothly on Windows, Linux, and Mac. Please follow the prerequisite requirements on the screen to install VS Code. For non-Windows users, please also install Mono. Then install Azure HDInsight Tools from the VS Code extension repository. Azure HDInsight is a language-oriented VS Code extension. The extension is activated when user creates a new HQL, Hive, or Py file, or open an existing HQL, Hive, or Py file. Before I can submit scripts to my HDInsight cluster, I need to connect to my Azure account. To connect to Azure, open the command palette by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P. Enter HDInsight login. The login information is shown on the output pane. Control-click on the URL https://aka.ms/device-login to open the login web page. Copy and paste the corresponding code into the text box below. Click Continue. Follow the instructions to sign in from the web page. Once connected, my Azure account name is shown on the status bar at the bottom left of the VS Code window. To sign off, use the command HDInsight logout. After logging into Azure, I can list my HDInsight clusters under my subscription. Open the command palette by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P. Enter HDInsight:"list cluster," or right-click on the script editor to select List Cluster. Then Hive and Spark clusters appear in the output pane. I can also set the default HDInsight cluster for my HDInsight query or job submission. Open the command palette by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P. Enter HDInsight:"set default cluster," or right-click on the script editor to select Set Default Cluster. Select a cluster as the default cluster for the current script file. Meanwhile, the HDInsight tools have saved the selected default clusters into the corresponding HDI_settings.json file. I can also change the default cluster in the configuration file directly. Now I will demo how to use VS Code to submit a Hive query to HDInsight Hive LLAP cluster, a feature we implemented to support data warehouse for big data scenarios, supporting Hive Interactive query with great performance. Open my demo Hive file, which contains multiple Hive statements. Assuming I am done with my Hive query and I'm ready to submit it to my HDInsight cluster, open the command line palette. Enter HDInsight:"interactive Hive." I can also right-click the Hive script editor and choose HDInsight:"interactive Hive to submit a Hive query. Select a Hive LLAP cluster and submit the Hive script. The Hive query results are displayed in the grid format in the right pane under the Results section. The results for each Hive statement is displayed in one table. I can run the entire Hive query or select one or multiple Hive lines to run the specific Hive scripts. The corresponding results are displayed in the right window. If the results are large, the results table displays 50 records by default for the best performance. I can always scroll down to fetch more records. I can click the line number under the message section to go to the corresponding Hive script in the editor. I can export the highlighted results in a CSV, JSON, or Excel file. Select all and save the results to JSON file. The results of JSON file are displayed here. Save the selected results into Excel format, and the Excel file is auto-opened. Let me open another Hive file. Set default cluster for this script, then submit it for HDInsight Interactive Hive. As you can see, the results display in the right pane under a new tab. If there are errors in the script, the right pane displays the error message with the corresponding code line. Submit Hive Batch script. Open my Hive Batch demo file. Open the command palette by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P. Enter HDInsight submit Hive script. I can also right-click a Hive script editor and then click HDInsight submit Hive script to submit a Hive job. Set up my default HDInsight Hive cluster for my script, or select a cluster to submit the Hive script. Again, the submission status, application information, job ID, and other yarn logs are shown in Output panel after job submission. I can also open Web Portal to view the Hive query real-time logs and status shown in. My last demo is on PySpark. For best performance around Python language service, it is suggested to download VSCode Python extension for Spark users. Open my demo Python file. Currently, we only support PySpark batch process. It is in our plan to release PySpark Interactive Query very soon. Through HDInsight set configurations command, I can set different parameters, such as driver memory, driver cores, and executor memory for Spark configurations. I can also set up Livy configurations. The Livy portal link is also included for me to view more configuration information. Right-click or use Command Palette to call HDInsight submit PySpark job. Select the HDInsight Spark cluster. Similarly, the Spark job log and Livy information are displaying in the output window. I can click the tracking URL to view more details. The Spark UI and the Yarn UI link information also display in the output window for better investigation if necessary. Thank you for watching. You can find the overview of Apache Spark on Azure HDInsight and user manual for HDInsight VSCode tools from the links on the screen. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us.